Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Matt Antonelli here. So we're going to continue to look at the positional players drafted high in this year's 2020 MLB draft. I've thrown up a bunch of guys already, and I've gotten really good feedback. And so we're going to continue here. We're going to look at the number 8 overall selection by the San Diego Padres. It's Robert Hassell III, outfielder from high school, Independence High School in Tennessee. I'm going to play his swing here for a little bit while I go over just a general scouting report on him, and then we'll look at his swing a little bit more closely. So he's got good size, 6'2", 195, left-handed hitter. There's a lot of left-handed high school hitters that went pretty early in this draft, which I'm excited about because my son's a left-handed hitter. So hopefully he's like 6'2", 6'4", 225 one day. So Hassell, when I've looked through all of the high school kids and all of the first round picks, I would say that Hassell and the next pick, Zach Veen, probably have some of the best swings in the draft and are considered two of the probably purest hitters in the draft. Definitely when it comes to high school players. But it doesn't take much to not realize or to realize that he has a really, really pretty, just kind of classic left-handed stroke. So smooth, effortless. He creates good bat speed. He should hit for a pretty high average. The question, I think, with Hassell is how much power is there going to end up being? And again, we'll break his swing down in a second and talk about that. He's still pretty lean, although he weighs 195, but he looks, in my opinion, he looks fairly skinny. Now, again, he is pretty tall, so that helps. That helps him in the weight department a little bit. But he's definitely gonna, he's gonna fill out more. He's only a high school kid, so there's a lot more room to fill out. Maybe 20 home runs at the big league level. Again, he's not one of the guys that projects as like a 30-plus guy, I wouldn't think. But when you're going 8th overall, I think, people are projecting that you're going to have some power. He's a really good athlete, good runner, defensive. He's got plus arm. He's got a really good arm in the outfield, good defender. But I don't think there's any doubt that he's going this high in the draft because of his swing, because of his hitting ability, his overall hitting ability, and then, again, the question is how much power will come down the road. Okay, so let's look at his swing. And again, it's he's got a little bit of a leg kick, but it's what I think of when I think of just a really smooth, just your typical left-handed swing, right? So he's got the leg kick right here. He's preparing to hit. We'll go through a couple of things we usually talk about, but you're going to see with a lot of the hitters here. He's getting his his lower body, his back leg ready to hit. You're going to see a little bit of a coil here. You see his hip starting to close. See his belt buckle start to go this way a little bit. Getting his upper body ready to hit, getting his rear elbow behind his hands. Barrel gets on playing with the ball. Now, one thing that, when I watch him is that sometimes I feel like he gets a little bit forward. Everything gets a little bit out front. That's why I say when I watch him, it's not your prototypical like left-handed power swing. It's just a nice smooth swing where he's got good bat to ball skills. He's going to hit a lot of line drives. He's going to put the ball in play. But everything again to me just happens maybe a little bit more out front. And also I couldn't find any good game film of him. So this is just a little BP. And sometimes guys' swings look a little bit different when it's BP versus the game. But in the zone for a long time, a lot of the balls that he hits that I've seen, again, have been, your line drives, your hard ground balls. Not a lot of balls that are like lofted in the air. But I think that's something that you will, that he'll continue to learn how to do as he progresses. When I think back to my high school swing, I mean, I had zero all I hit in high school, I was like the total opposite end of the spectrum of where, I think most players kind of want to be, where I was hitting everything hard on the ground and super, super low line drives. Like, I never hit a high school home run. I didn't know how to get the ball in the air at all. All I knew how to do was barrel the ball up and hit it hard. And then I slowly kind of learned that. I think that's one of the reasons I didn't get drafted as high in high school, is because power was definitely a question. Although I was strong, my swing just didn't allow me to get the ball in the air at all. And then I learned that a little bit as I got older. And then, in the minors, I had a 21 home run season where I really learned how to do it. So I think that, as you continue to move up, you continue to learn your swing better. You learn what has to happen. And, to play at a high level, you've got to be able to hit for some power, unless you're going to just be an elite defender. And I think he'll figure out how to do it. Again, maybe not 30-plus home runs, but I think that he's got a chance to hit, 15, 20 home runs. With the juice balls, maybe a couple more. But anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Beautiful left-handed stroke here, so good luck to him. Comment section below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up. Thank you to our patrons on Patreon for supporting the channel. We really appreciate that. And that's all we got. We'll talk to you later.